guys, my name is Nix Marikuma. I am the owner of Marikuma Healing, and today we are finally doing 2025 year readings for all the zodiac signs. All right, so we're kicking off hot with Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. Okay, so Aries, I'm tackling you first. All right, you guys are going to get a lot of repetition from the readings. Certain things you may need to kind of focus on a little bit more. Some things you may need to let go of. Again, the 2025 year reading is talking about what we learned last year, right? What was last year's main theme? What your job, finance, love life, friends, family, spiritual outlook is going to come out as, what's going on there, why is this kind of in that area, right? What to look forward to, what to work on, what to let go of. And then we'll talk about from January, right? Which I know January just started, so we're kind of getting in there strong, to December of 2025. So January, February, March, the main theme for that. April, May, and June, the main theme of that. July, August, and September, what that's going to be all about. And last but never least, what the last 3 months will be. October, November, December, the themes for those, okay? Your biggest obstacles, how to handle your biggest obstacles, and what's your main theme for this bodacious year, all right? This will be explained every time I do the 2025 year reading, because some of y'all never had it. Some of y'all had maybe a different style of it, and it just makes it easy for you guys to know what we're going to be talking about, okay? Most likely, this is going to be a part 1 to part 2's kind of thing, if at all, okay? Because it is a long reading, so make sure to save the video. Follow and subscribe for more readings, because, you know, we're doing readings, palms, spirituality, and more. So don't miss out. Without further ado, let's get this party started, shall we? All right, Aries. So 2024 was to teach you guys practicality and dependability, making sure things make sense, something that you can rely on, all right? Whether it's work, whether it's family, whether it's friends, whether it's people, because you guys work a lot, right? And it can be really stressful when you're putting yourself out there for everybody and you're not getting it back, okay? I already pulled out your cards. I have 2 extra card decks, okay? Because there's going to be some repetition in the cards that you have. Like, for example, the reason why 2024 is teaching you dependability and practicality was because of carrying burdens, responsibility, and debt. So a majority of you guys, or some of y'all, may have felt overwhelmed and exhausted, and you're trying to find a way that you can do the things that you want, right? Without feeling tired, overwhelmed, and exhausted. Like, oh my gosh, I have people that are in my family that rely on me. I have my friend that's relying on me. I have the community and work and school and a relationship, and I'm just spread way too thin and I don't know what to do. It's too much responsibilities. I'm carrying too much burdens, and I feel like I'm drowning because my money's going out to people who are asking me to help them, and I'm helping them, but they don't pay me back. And it's just too much. It's really too much. But hey, I said that it was okay. I can't look like I'm weak. I can't show them that I can't handle it. I gotta be tough. I gotta, suck it up and what, and so forth and so on. Like, it feels like you're doing it, but now it's just like an obligation. It's not even something that you enjoy doing, bro. It feels a lot. It feels exhausting. So this is also, right, your biggest problem for 2025. What you were learning from last year is now your biggest problem for this year, okay? Again, sometimes we're still working on things that we're working from last year and we're bringing it to the next year, all right? That doesn't mean that you're a bad person. It doesn't mean that you're not good enough and what, and so forth and so on. It just means that you're still working on it. You started off, right? And you're getting a better hang of it, but it's still something that takes you off from time to time. Sometimes we get over a bad habit, and then years or months pass by, and then we fall back into it again. Like, I have a really bad freeze response and a fawn response. So sometimes I fall back into that fawn response, trying to appease people and be that notorious people pleaser, right? And then when I catch myself, I'm like, look, I'm not that little girl anymore. So I don't have to be doing these things, okay? And so I apologize that I said yes when I meant no, and that it was okay when it wasn't, because I'm not comfortable with A, B, C, and one, two, three, okay? And then I forgive myself and I go on. I try not to think back about it, you know what I mean? So, that being said, you're also going to be solving this with unreliability and taking risk. Now, here's the thing, honey, nip things in the bud, all right? If you're having a problem that you do not want to face and you just don't have it in you, fine. Take a break from the problem and come back to it. But at some point in time, you got to nip it in the bud. You cannot go over there, pretend everything is rosy and gravy, right? And being like, well, you know what? I don't have to be reliable. I can do whatever I want, and I'm going to try new things, and I'm just going to do whatever. You can't run away from your problems. Trust me when I say that. I ran away from many problems. And you know what? My problems are fast. And I try to be faster. But they eventually catch up to me, bro. So nipping things in the bud and being like, look, this is something that I don't like that I'm doing. This is some people that I don't like being around. It's 2025. I'm not going to waste my time with people who are not worth my time. Okay? Because if you continue to like ignore it and pretend that everything's okay when it's not, you're going to get yourself lost in despair. You're going to feel confused and out of sorts, and you're going to feel incredibly sad and drained, okay? So make sure that you're not doing anything that's going to be too much, okay? If somebody's not respecting you, Aries, they're not worth your time. Period. They're not worth your time. If you're not going to respect me as a person, you're not going to treat me kindly, you're not going to help me, like when I help you, right? Please help me when I ask for it. Because me personally, again, I'm a Virgo, all right? I have a very hard time asking people for help. I have gotten really good at doing it because sometimes I need my family to help me with things. Sometimes I need my friends' advice and counsel on certain stuff. Sometimes I need somebody just to like listen to me and hear me out and get stuff off my chest. But I used to be really good at just bottling up everything inside, numbing it all away, and continuing to go, which is incredibly unhealthy, okay? That's not healthy for any of you guys to be doing to yourselves, period. So please work on organizing yourself a little bit more. If something is too much for you to handle, ask for help. Use a team, okay? Because teamwork is going to be your main theme for this year. Remember, we're getting into all the nitty gritties. This is going to be the last card we tackle, but teamwork is going to help you with carrying burdens, responsibility, and debt, all right? Also, wisdom, patience, and diplomacy. Being patient is thinking with a calm mind and heart. People going to try to piss you off, Aries. Don't let them. Some people like to go over there, push your buttons, and then they'll be like, oh my God, Aries the abusive one. Aries abused me because they screamed at me in the shooting. Little does anybody know, bro, how many buttons did they have to push to get you there, though? Nobody talk about what they did to cause that reaction. People just go there, look at you like, my God, Aries, really? You had to be mean to so-and-so. Look at them. They couldn't do anything wrong. And you and I and heaven and hell knows they did something, okay? Y'all don't always pop off, but when you do, sometimes it's provoked, okay? Sometimes people just love to provoke you. They like to piss you off so that way they can say that you're a bad person. But nobody go over there and talk about, right, what it took for you to go over there and have all these things. I have my little rosemary. I like it. It's calming smell. It's good for clarity, purity, focus, and all that. It's also good for money, guys. I don't have essence sticks anymore, but I do have the ability to make bundles, which we'll also be doing a video about that sometime later on this month or next month. Anyways, let's tackle your job, all right? We're gonna tackle your job and your finance. So your work life, guys, romance, childishness, and irresponsibility. This is caused by, right, deep attraction, which is nice. Deep attraction can tie into things that you're passionate about. My only thing is that here's the thing. If you're dealing with romance, childishness, and irresponsibility, you're dealing with carefree people. People who don't really do their job, or maybe you're doing your job, but it's just draining you. Maybe, like, here's the thing. It's one of the two, okay? Or three. One, you guys are not hard workers. You're out here slacking. You like what you do, but at the same time, you don't take it seriously. And because you don't take it seriously, right? You're being childish and irresponsible, and you're just kind of doing whatever you want. It can it can turn into loss of job, position, money, and etc. Like you could be losing things because you're not taking it seriously. All right? Which can cause some resentment with yourself or others. Now, another thing, right, which I think is a little bit more on point, just because of what I'm looking at it, because I've already pulled out your financial and your job like thing, okay? I've already done that. You guys are dealing with immature people at work, and they make you do all the work, right? Like, because they don't do it right the first time, you're stuck having to do your job, their job, and everybody else's job. And you're like, I love my job. I do. I love the work that I get to do. But I'm not, here's the thing. You guys don't pay me enough to do, what is it? My stuff, Barbara's things, and Charles' stuff. All right. Like, I'm not here being paid Charles and Barbara's paycheck because I'm doing all three, right? That's a lot on me. I need people who are competent and have like God's given grace and common sense, right? The universe has blessed us with to do what you need to do. Stop being childish. Stop being irresponsible. Stop being unreliable. Like, why am I here taking care of grown-ups, bro? We're all adults, are we not? We all pay taxes, right? So why am I stuck here with these people doing all the work and not getting any credit? If that's what you guys are dealing with, just because you're dealing with like people who are very unreliable, irresponsible, childish, carefree, they don't like taking in responsibilities and things of that nature, that adds a lot of stress to you, because now you have to work 3 or 4 times harder because you're not only doing your job, what you're paid to do, but you're doing everybody else's things too. That can cause a resentment. And this can also cause you losing, I'm sorry, wrong card, baby, wrong card. This could also lead to losing my job, losing the project, losing my stuff, because I can't handle dealing with immature people, despite the fact I like what I do, right? Like I'm following my passion and following my dreams, but the people I gotta deal with, man, bro, they can't even do their jobs right. You know what I mean? And I know when I say that, that's gonna come out really nasty. You know what I mean? Like, I know somebody's gonna be like, bro, is it really that serious? Did you really have to call those people incompetent? Look, I could have gone worse. We could have called them nincompoops. I said what I said and I meant it, man. There's some people, because I've been there. I've been there where I used to work and I had to do everybody's job. And yet everybody's like, oh my God, I worked so hard. I did all the orders like you asked me to, and it was so difficult, but I pushed through. I persevered. And I'm like, you persevered nothing, bro. I did it. Where were you yahoos or whatever when I was doing all the orders, when I was taking in the plates, when I was doing the dishes and things. Like, mind you guys, not only did I do nursing, I did like restaurant business. I worked at a spa. I also did retail. I've been around, not a lot, but I've been around, bro. Like, it can cause you to really hate some people, and because you don't like those people and you have to see them every day, it can make you go to another job. Like, look, I love what I do, but I can't be working with these people, bro, because these people gonna make me go to jail. You know what I mean? Like, y'all are about to be catching these hands because y'all be trifling with the wrong person. That being said, let's get into your financial, okay? So your financial is romance and new friendship. I know somebody out here going to be asking, like, what's up with all the romance, man? You got for your job romance, childishness, and irresponsibility. You got for your finance romance and new friendship. Like, what's going on, man? Some of you guys may be in a relationship with a coworker, bro. Maybe you guys are having somebody that you met at work. They paired you up and you like them a lot, but it's kind of weird because you're trying to make sure that your work life and your personal life don't combine, right? Here's the thing. I learned the hard way that when you're dating people that you work, it can get really messy. But again, every relationship is different, okay? You're talking to a woman who is friends with her ex. I am. We've known each other for 4 years. This October will be 5. They are my best friends. They are my confidants, and I trust them with everything. And I'm happy that we still are able to talk and act cool and genuinely just, build each other up like, yo, bro, you can do it. Let's go. Like, slay the day, right? Yes, queen, or yes, king, or yes, royal in between, or whoever, right? Anyways, sometimes it works out. Sometimes it's a funky thing because, like, depending on which position they are in work, it can be kind of weird, especially like if you have somebody that's a little bit like above you, you know what I mean? Like if I was above somebody and I'm dating them, then it's kind of like, is this even appropriate for like my boss or my superior or whatever? Like, can I do this? But we're not in work, right? Like you have to figure all that out. So if you're going to do it, fine. But I advise you finding somebody outside, bro. If you guys just so happen to work at the same place, doing the same thing, then understand that there's work life. And when we're off work, we're on our personal life, okay? Work me is not the same as like, me, just myself with my family, my friends, and just hanging out with others, right? It's not the same person. I'm not out here trying to be professional. I'm just here being myself. Which I think is really weird because as myself, I'm a very shy person. But I'm very outgoing in these videos. I was watching like Corey Kenshin, right, yesterday. Super cool. If y'all haven't followed him yet, y'all should. Because he's got really good contact on his stuff. And he was like, I'm outgoing in these videos, but I'm a very shy, awkward person in real life. And I'm like, you know what? I really do feel that. I really do feel that, bro. Like what I give out is my personality. But I give you guys like my personality, like if I've known you for a long time, right? When I'm done assessing, like, oh, is this my person? Are they my people? Yes, they're my people. All right, let's go. Let's do this. Anyways, so why are you having romance and friendship? It's because of failure to communicate. The solution for this failure of communication is spiritual growth and satisfaction. You guys know that means spiritual talk. It's the glorious world of shadow work, embracing our darkness, right? I know I sound crazy with my big old Aries and all that, but you guys know every time the 9 of Hearts pops out, we're going to have the talk. The spiritual talk. And the outcome for your romance and friendship for your finance is failure to communicate. I'm sorry, not failure to communicate. Miscommunication and misunderstanding. So similar to the 2 spades, but not necessarily the same. Let me just have a little bite and then we will get this party started. Yeah. Here's the thing, right? I feel like your spiritual growth with your finance is going to take a majority of why, right? You're having, my golly, this romance in your friendship. If you're having your friends, you're changing your perception and you're opening up to new people, okay? When we change our mindset from this vibration to this vibration, we are changing old habits, letting go of things that do not work for us anymore, replacing bad habits with good habits, keeping what we are good at, and strengthening it and building it up, yeah, and all that good stuff. So your spiritual growth, bro, and finding your own happiness and satisfaction in things is going to help you greatly financially. Because financially, you're going to be like, look, I'm going to save. I'm not going to be able to give my money out to other people like I used to. Yes, I love you. Yes, I want to help you out. But I don't have the means to do what I used to do, okay? I need to be able to think for myself. And it's okay to be like, okay, say for example, we're family, right? Because I used to give my money out to my family like a lot. And even some of my family doesn't even know that I gave them money to this day. But my mom would be like, yo, we need help on this, this, and this. And I'd be like, okay, sure, I have the means, take it. I also worked really hard to get a house for my mom to live in Africa, right? I worked years sacrificing my sanity and my mind and my soul so that way I could have my family could be well taken care of, okay? And it took a lot for me not to be resentful and hateful about it because I feel like I wasted a majority of my time supporting my family and trying to help others than really taking care of myself. So with spiritual growth, right, I figured out like, look, just because you were taught to do this when you were younger, because again, as you guys know, I'm Ugandan and I was raised in the States, right? So I was born in Uganda and I was raised in the States, and I was raised with African traditions that you have to take care of your family. Like when you work, you don't work for yourself, you work for your family, okay? You make a big house and get a lot of money for your family. You make sure that you have kids and have a husband or a wife or whatever and give to the family. You do not give to yourself. And I know some people that are going to be in Africa and going to look at me and be like, that's not true. That's not what it really is. Well, you weren't raised the way that I was raised. Different countries in Africa have different types of traditions. But for me, it was God, family, and work. Okay? There was no doing your own thing. You get married, you find a husband, or if you're a dude, you get a wife, right? And I'm not even going to tiptoe into all that. But as I learned myself, I learned that there's certain things that I was taught that I don't agree with. I love my family, I do. I have to take care of myself as well. And taking care of myself and saving money for me is not me being selfish. I'm not being a bad person. I'm not going to burn in damnation. And sometimes you feel like you have to live your life for your family. You know, I'm going to say it. Hopefully I don't get crucified for this. You have to fall in love with certain people, okay? I'm being delicate with it. And if you fall in love with other people that are not stereotypically traditional in the eyes of more older generational, traditions, and then you're not good enough. You're not being right. You're being very horrible. You're not a good person. You're not going to mount up to anything because you're going against tradition. Listen, traditions change. Things that used to be suitable back in the day are not suitable now. People should be free to be who they need to be and what they want to be with and who they want to be with. As long as you're not hurting people, children, and animals, have at it. Okay, like I said before, I'm not a judgy person. I'm pretty easygoing, and I accept all human beings or people or entities or whatever. Okay, I'm going to say entities. I am pretty open and welcoming to people. Okay, whether your belief is not mine, whether your marriage is not mine, or your political viewpoints may not match my own. I'm not a judgy person. Have what ye will, so long as you're not hurting people, children, and animals. All right, have at it. But I had to learn to stop living for my family and start living for myself. And Aries, I think that's something that some of y'all need to work on. You guys may feel obligated to do this, that, and the third because you love them and you care for them, but you're sacrificing what makes you happy. New friends are going to allow you to have new mindsets. You're changing your old way of thought and putting in new ideas and shifting your perception a bit. Therefore, you're opening and expanding to new people, new things, and new experiences. You know what I mean? People who choose to go against you, who want you to be the old you, are not going to get your communication and not going to be understood by you. So you're not going to give them the time of day. Give your time to people who lift and raise you up. Don't go over there and give yourself to people who are draining you, making you feel anxious and exhausted and what, because it's going to lead up to a resentment and a turning point. And that's the last thing anybody really needs in this divine world, baby. Nobody needs all that. You know what I mean? Nobody needs it. It's ridiculous. Why should I kill myself to please somebody who's unpleasable? Why should I go over there and pretend to do whatever? Now, again, with spiritual growth, like I said, we have to have the shadow talk. When you are with spiritual growth, you are allowing yourself, again, to understand yourself deeply, okay? I understand that this is rooted from there, and there is rooted to here, okay? I used to be a very angry person. I use this example because this shows you how spiritual growth kind of works, as well as introspection, which is part of that. Introspection is a fancy word for you to be able to understand yourself in a deeper sense, okay? So because I was so aggressive and controlling and angry, it came from a place of being sad and scared. I was sad and scared because I got hurt. Because I got hurt, I didn't learn how to handle it healthy. And so it turned into fear and being scared, which turned into anger and rage, which turned into control and dictatorship. If I'm in control of everybody and everything, nobody can hurt me. Nobody can make me feel small. No one can take advantage of me because I control all. That's a lot to take out on a person, bro. And it is also a lot to be. So you guys are learning to let go of some bad habits. Lift yourself up and build yourself, okay? If people don't like the fact that you're changing for the better, drop them like a hot potato. Okay, peace, love, and deuces, bro. Even if it's family, if it's toxic family, friends, relationships, co-workers, whatever. Toxic is toxic, nasty is nasty, abuse is abuse. Toxic, nasty, and abuse do not have a gender. It is not a man, it's not a woman, it's not a person. It is everybody. Every gender can be an abusive, toxic, nasty person. And it is our job for ourselves to kick those people to the side. You're not worth my time. I'm not going to go over there and do that for you. So the miscommunication and misunderstanding is going to come from, like, if you don't choose to understand what I'm saying and you don't choose to, like, really support me and be a real person, then you just get out of my way. People are going to be upset with you, Aries, because you decided to choose peace of mind over feeling small, shrinking yourself for another person to feel tall. Yeah, it ain't going to work, bro. It's a no-go. It's a no-go, bro, because why should we waste the rest of our lives trying to please unpleasable people? Girl, please. Nobody got time for that. Now, that being said, we're going to tackle your love life, all right? Your love life is represented by joy and company, friendship, and celebration. So this is more like you're around people that you like. They really make you happy. You know, there's peace and all that. and it's not a stressful thing. Yeah, sorry guys. I have like a lot of smudges and things, and I like to like them. So, anyways, yeah. So when you have joy and company, I enjoy being around you. You enjoy being around me. You make me happy. I can be myself. Celebration, you guys lift each other up. I lift you up. You lift me up. And it's just pretty, all in all, really good. Okay, cinnamon. I love cinnamon rosemary. Okay, I do. I'm a big user of cinnamon sticks, man. I use that stuff on everything. Anyways, friendship, somebody that you generally have a connection with, someone that lifts you up, all right? Just authentic, real people that you can be yourself. You love each other in a friendship kind of way, or just their ride and die, or your yellow person, or whatever. But there's somebody that you trust in. They're your confidants, all right? Let's get into why you guys are having this for your relationship. Sorry. Creativity and charisma is why you're having the Three of Hearts. Okay, so due to your charisma and creativity, so your charms and your way of thinking outside the box, you're drawing in people who enjoy your company, will celebrate you, and have genuine friendship. What is the solution? Spiritual growth and satisfaction. Mind you guys, this was for your finance. Had a millennial moment there, guys. What is the outcome of Aries relationship of 2025, bro? Looking through the cards. One of these days, bro, I'm gonna have like a little radio. I can't wait. I think when I get 50 subscribers, I can be able to do the little intro thing. I don't know yet. I haven't figured that out. Untruthfulness, untrustworthiness, and theft. So, well, technically two cards. No, because okay. I'm going to pull into why you guys are having untruthfulness, untrustworthiness, and theft. Let me just read it, because maybe it's not as bad as it looks. Okay. Hold on, guys. The thing is that okay, here's the thing. And the thing is that if your guys' love life is represented with joy and company, friendship and celebration, right? So you're enjoying people that you're around. It's a genuine connection. They lift you up, you lift them up. You guys motivate one another, and it's nice, right? That's beautiful. Clearly, you're using your charm and your creativity. Now, charisma is just charm. Everybody all around the world, from children to older people, right? Every single person, organic or not, has charm. All right? And you got charisma. There's things that draw people to you. So for me, I'm a very unique individual, okay? My quirkiness, my little, my queer personality, like, being a little bit outside the box, right? Being a little bit ingenuity and creative. People like that. So people like to hang out with me because my personality gets them. I like being around people because their personality is cool. They may be really funny and kind. They just have a good energy towards them, and it's cool. You know what I mean? You may be funny, you may be smart, you may be beautiful and intelligent or whatever, and people come to you because they like that about you. So you're using this to meet people that are going to be your partner. Okay? Because you have spiritual growth and satisfaction, you're finding out what's healthy for you and what's not. You're also figuring out what you want for yourself. Like, what kind of people do I want to be my partner? And if there's somebody that makes me feel like I can't trust them, they're not being entirely honest, or they're untruthful, and I feel like they're going to be robbing me of my time, my money, of just like me in general, right? Then they're not going to be it. So some of you guys may be finding a relationship, but you're using your spiritual growth to just open up to new people, which ties into the fact for your finance, right? New friendship and romance. You could be very well making sure that in your job you do something that you like. Stay away from people that are toxic and drama and problematic, right? If it's a waste of space, why should I be wasting it on me? And all that. So yeah, I can see it. I was about to pull extra cards, but really, I think that's what it is. For y'all's love life, man, you're going to be creative and charming, but you also want somebody that matches your personality. Somebody that's driven, energetic, that's goal-oriented, a hard worker, not some lazy bum. You know what I mean? And me personally, I don't want my partner to be somebody that can't work. Because I'm a very hardworking person and I believe in like dedication and all that, I can't have somebody who's like, no, I can't go outside and do this because it's too much. And I'm like, all we're doing really is walking around. It's not that big of a whoop. Like I need somebody that matches me on some things. You know what I mean? Like I need somebody that's their own person, but our personalities, the way that we are, just kind of sync together. Like what I can't do, you can do. And what you can't do, I can do. So we balance each other out and we lift each other up. So I feel like that's for you guys. You're doing your spiritual growth, trying to figure out what's meant for you and what's not meant for you, what you want really for yourself and what you don't want for yourself, right? And for satisfaction, you want to be happy. Understand your happiness has to come from yourself, baby. All right? And I'm not saying this to be mean. I'm not going over there trying to bust your chops. I'm just saying that satisfaction comes from within. I find my own happiness. Okay? The sun on my skin, the earth in my toes, having a good movie, some popcorn, and maybe like a glass of wine or something. All right? A good puff or whatever. That's just me finding my own happiness. I enjoy the little things. So make sure that you remember that people can't make you happy. All right? You love your partner, you love your families, you love your friends. I love my family and I love my friends. They are my heartbeat, but they don't always make me happy. And I know that my friends and my family loves me very much. I don't make them happy, man. Sometimes I really go out there and become a pain in the butt. So they're not going to like me when I'm being a bottom, right? Just being a toot. So have it in mind, your own happiness is within yourself, okay? You find your own joy. Don't put your joy into others. Because the moment that you start trying to make somebody make you happy, that means that you have to make them happy. And nobody can make other people happy all day long, 24/7, 365, baby. That's just not how it works, you know. You hear me, right? So yeah, okay. Actually, let me just put this out there. Yeah, let me keep this out here. Because we may need to have it out. Now, where is this card? Heaven to Betsy's, man. It's all fun and games. Aha. So it's not you. It's you. I love using more than one card deck. I really, truly do. But here's the kicker, right? I get confused sometimes because like I'll move the cards one way or another way, and then I switch the decks a bit. So I have to always check every time I'm using them to make sure I'm not overdoing it. All right, guys, we are going to be tackling your family. I'm sorry, I was going to combine them. You're going to be hearing like families because families is such a word, right? I know the future me is going to be so cringe when they watch their videos about me doing all these things. I know if I ever have to do like redos much later on in the year, right? It's going to be entertaining. So, for your family outlook, Aries, is attention to detail, focus, and practice. So you're working with your family. What's that all about? I know I shouldn't be asking that, but like, it's trash. All right, so attention to detail, focus, and practice, right, is what you're honoring your family. So you're really making sure that your family's okay, or you guys are working through some stuff. Let's see. What is the problem with family? What's up with family? Family for Aries. What is up with Aries family? Why is there attention to detail? Romance and new friendship. Mind you guys, this is the same card for your finance. A lot of things, bro, is tying into y'all's finance. Jesus. Okay. What's the solution? Juggling resources and waiting on results. Okay. Bro. Sorry guys, my nose itches. Romance, childishness, and irresponsibility is your outcome. Mind you guys, this is the same thing for your job. So let me get this straight, right? You're focusing and practicing and paying a lot of attention to detail to your family, right? So you're making sure, like, what? Because if it's, look, the Two of Diamonds is financial. So you're juggling resources and waiting on results. That's something to do with your family. New friendship and romance is something to do with your family. So you guys are trying to focus on what, man? Like, okay. Okay. I just gotta look at this. Spiritual growth was a major thing for your finance and for your love life. Passion and making sure to actually work with people who can get their jobs done was for your work life, right? But you're putting all your time, energy, and effort into romance, trying to find a way to juggle finance and be able to be carefree. Like, here's the thing, okay? And it's gonna sound weird. And for this one, I may pull in extra cards depending on what, because I've done that before on other readings, okay? So let's go. The thing is that with attention to detail, focus, and practice, it's energy, time, and making sure. So you're putting your energy, time, and effort into romance and new friendships. So you're trying to make sure that you do stuff that you love, right? And you're able to be yourself and have fun and meet new people, okay? You're trying to make sure that you can juggle your resources. So you want to have a financial stability. So that way you can go out, meet new people, have time with your loved ones, whatever it may be. You also want to be carefree and less restraints, okay? Mind you, this one is matching your finance, all right? Which is a big deal because for your finance and for your love life, you need it to be on spiritual growth. You need to find your satisfaction. You need to be able to have your own happiness and be more leveled. Okay, whatever you're trying to tackle, whatever face that you're putting out, because I know that for a fact, y'all are not going over there saying, man, I'm struggling. Now, some of you, very handful, maybe like this much of you guys are doing it, but a majority of y'all are out here. Yeah, I'm doing good. Oh, it's nothing that I can't handle. It's not that big of a deal. I got this. You know it's me. What am I? I ain't weak. I'm not a wimp. I can do whatever I want. This is no problem. Now, deep down inside, it's a huge problem. It is bugging you, but you're not going to let people see it. I know that on this reading, y'all gonna think that I am busting y'all's chops, but I'm not. I'm not busting your chops completely, you know what I mean? Now, I am nagging at you because, I've done it. I've been those kinds of people that even though, I'm breaking on the inside, I don't show it. I smile, my head back. I'm so calm and relaxed on the outside, but I am freaking out, drowning on the inside, and I refuse to ask for help. And y'all's major problem, like a majority of y'all, not all, but a handful of you guys, y'all are gonna have to learn how to bow and ask for help. Yo, bro, help me. Give me assistance. Lend me a hand. Come over here. Can you do this for me, please? You're going to learn to be patient, diplomatic, and wise about how you go and handle people, as well as working with people who can get the job done. All right? Are you going to like it? No. But will it help you? Yes, baby. It's going to help you greatly. Okay, honey? It's going to help you a lot. Now, putting all that time and energy and trying to get money flowing, making sure that you're doing the things that you want, being a little bit carefree, a little bit less strain, okay. Now, I know that if I pull for that two of diamonds, man, you're most likely going to be getting a giving or receiving money, obtaining resources. So when you're trying to juggle finance, right? Because loss of, what was it? I put it all away because I have two extra cards, right? This one was passion. So two of hearts, deep attraction. Then it had the five of diamonds, loss of position, job, and money. Then it had the seven of diamonds, right? It's going to be in the beginning. Y'all can go back and forth if you want to. But this was all about following what you want to do, but having resentment about your finance and things. And you have to be able to, here's the thing. If you guys having family where you have to give money and support them because they don't have anybody else and you're the only one really helping them out, I get the stress. Okay, I do. But make sure that when you are getting your finance, whenever you're having leftover money, put the money aside. If you guys are looking for a job because, again, the job that you had just was too stressful and hectic, they weren't really doing their job right, you were doing above and beyond, and now you're looking for a new place because you just quit your work. Now you're going in there and you have to stay with family and friends or whoever to build yourself up back up again, okay? Write down everything on a piece of paper. Pretend for the sake of sanity, this is your pen, right? We know it's burnt cinnamon, but it is what it is. Write down your living expenses, your rent, your water, electricity, all that good stuff, right? Write it all down. Round it up to the closest 10, to the highest number, to 10, all right? And then you're going to write down all the jobs that you put your resume into, research on what it is, hours that it's paid, the hours of the shift, what type of opportunities, and so forth and so on. You are going to put out 40 to 30 resumes a week. 30 to 40, 30 to 40 resumes. And you're going to go over there and you are going to put your resumes out. You're going to check up on them. You're going to write down on your calendar if you have an interview, face-to-face, Zoom, FaceTime, whatever type of interview. You're going to have confidence because you know you got this. You're going to put your shoulder back, your crown up high. Speak from your heart and your gut and get what it needs to be. All right? At the same time, don't overdo it with work. Make sure that you have time to work and you have time for yourself. So that way you can be silly and fun and have a good time, all right? Basically with family, that's kind of what I'm seeing it being, okay? With the romance and new friendship, the juggling of the resources and romance, childishness, and irresponsibility, you want to be able to be carefree and live your life, but you're focusing and putting all your effort and energy in trying to make sure that you have a job that you can do to support yourself and the people that need you, that depend on you, right? At the same time, you want to be carefree and do your own stuff. You don't want to be tied down. You want to be able to live your own life, but you're scared that your responsibilities and you know the things that are put on your shoulders are holding you back. So you're kind of like trying to figure out a balance between that, between making money, being successful, having family, having fun time. So that's where the attention to detail, focus, and practice is going to, because you're trying to figure out how to balance all those things. I'm going to say this. You guys are going to be working on, for January, February, and March, right, Aries? Organization, cleverness, and intelligence, bro. Gonna be your main thing. We're going to get to it when we get to it. But this is your January, February, and March. Organization, cleverness, and intelligence. We're using our mental intelligence, emotional intelligence, physical intelligence, and spiritual. All right? Remember, they're all connected. If one's not working right, the rest of them is bound to topple over. All right? So, that being said, we're going to go and tackle your friends. All right? Heaven to Betsy. Was this the right one? I really think it's this one. Holy goals. This feels kind of a little bit full. I think I got the wrong one. Oh no, I got the right one. I got the wrong one. Okay. I always have to check when I'm working with these, man. It's ridiculous. All right, let's go into your friendship outcome, okay? Your friendship outcome is daydreaming and wishful thinking. So, do you guys not have, like, here's the thing. I have, like, one best friend among other friends, okay? I have, like, four. Four people I consider friends, but one of them is my best friend. Okay, the person that I talked to you guys about, the one that I've known, like, for 4 years. They are my bestie. They're my confidant, I trust them, and it's amazing, okay? So some of us don't have a lot of friends. Don't feel bad. People are fugazi. It takes time. Like, here's the thing. I'd rather have maybe 1 or 2 or 3 best friends that I know that I can trust than having 1,000 fake people stabbing things in my back, wishing my demise, right? And not being really cool at all, just being absolute butts. I'd rather have to deal with a few people than having to watch all those people, bro. A lot of people use friendship. Like, here's the thing. I know I'm going on big spiel, right? A lot of people believe that going over there and calling yourself a friend to another person, that you guys are automatically buddies. People they use the word loosely. A real friend is somebody that you trust, that can be somebody that you look up to and be like, look, this person is a cool person. They're reliable, dependable, we have fun, we have similar interests and what. A best friend is almost like a brother or a sister or a sibling, right? They are your greatest supporters. They lift you up and they love you countlessly. And when you have somebody that you feel that kind of connection with and they've earned it, okay, not just some fake person going around pretending to be your buddy, being like, oh my gosh, we're best friends, da da da. Because again, people use friendship. People don't know what friendship is anymore because it's used so loose. It's used effortlessly. But a friend is somebody you trust, somebody that builds you up, somebody that corrects you when you're wrong, and somebody that motivates you to be the best version you can be. That's a friend, all right? Now, that being said, daydreaming and wishful thinking is what you got, okay? We're gonna tackle as to why you having that. Some of you guys may have a few friends, but you wanna have more authentic people, right? You wanna be able to be like, you know what? I wanna be having a lot of friends that genuinely love me for me. I don't wanna be around these fake people, bro. These flu-gazy, suspicious-looking mother ruffers. I get it, I do. All right. Oh, crumbs. But what is the problem with Aries friendship? Let me do it this way. Why is... Okay. Unreliability and taking risk. All right. What's the solution? Competition and disagreement. Recuperation and recovery. Okay. Okay, I see now. You guys had to deal with very unreliable, unrealistic people that felt more of like a competition that ended up in disagreements. Like, you know how sometimes us, like, okay, if you guys have friends, right, that are like playfully competitive, right? So they out here, bro, I bet I can do more jumps than you can, or I bet I can run a little longer than you can, or look how good this is, I bet I can beat you here, right? Sometimes it's just fun joking around, and sometimes it's kind of like they're trying to one up on you, and it's not even a friendship anymore, it's just them trying to dominate everything that you do. So if you have a car, right, say you have a Ford truck, they get a Chevy Maximum or something, right? Say that you have 2 kids, they try to get 3. Okay, you got a promotion, they're trying to get the CEO. Like, they're always trying. Like, it just feels like it's not even friendship, it's just trying to one up on each other, and it's toxic competitivity, right? It's competitiveness in the most nastiest way. And you're like, bro, why are you trying to be me so hard, right? Like, why are you trying to be like me? Why can't you be like yourself? Why is everything a competition? Like, why do we have to always one up one another? What's up with that? You know, if you're my friend, if you're my buddy, then why do we have to have this toxicity? Competition can be a beautiful thing, all right? It can be used to go over there and lift us up. But when we're dealing with unreliable, right? And taking risks, so going over there being impulsive, and competition and disagreement, this paired up together, right? It just comes off like, I don't really think about what you feel, Aries. I don't really care. I'm going to be better than you. So eat that, right? Get bent. And yeah, I don't know what the problem is. I'm just trying to be the best one because clearly somebody's got to be the better one and it's got to be me. I'm not being me. You're just not taking it the right way. That's a you problem, bro. Some of y'all either had those people or you starting to notice that that's what they really are. They're not really there for you. And daydreaming and wishful thinking could be like dealing with somebody. Like, here's the thing. You hope in your dream to have people who are, one, responsible, two, reliable, can help you, like, can be adventurous like you guys are, right? Trying new things and experiences without being over the top. Yes, I want to try new experiences. No, I don't want to be competing with somebody all day, every day, because that's really annoying. You know what I mean? Nobody's got time for that. So, that being said, with the recuperation and recovery, you're pacing yourself and you're taking your time. Like, you're not going to be jumping into just trying to make friends. You're going to observe and watch people. Is this the kind of people I want in my circle? Are these the kind of people that match my energy? Do I see us getting along? If no, then yo, bro, it's a no-go, okay? It's a no-go. We're not doing it. If it's a yes, then sure, you give yourself up and you're like, okay, well, let me introduce myself. Hi, I'm Aries, yada yada, da 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 da. And they'll go introduce themselves. Hi, I'm so-and-so, so forth and so on. And you guys may hit it off and it may be a good thing, but take time. Don't rush into new connections, okay? Make sure that you take it easy and you take it slow. So that way you see people's real color. Because there's a lot of people that are very good at faking. You know what I mean? Okay. Like I said, guys, we're most likely going to have a part 2 to this. So I'm going to tackle your spiritual, okay? And then on part 2, we're going to do January through December, your biggest obstacles, how to help you out with your obstacles, and how we can use your theme to help you out for other things, all right? So your spiritual is what we're going to be pulling out. God's green earth is mine. Oh, okay. Independence and self-reliance is why you're having hard work and reliability for your spiritual, all right? You're focusing on things that work for you, that are reliable. Like, look, if I'm going to be giving you my 100%, y'all best believe and receive. You give me 100% back. I ain't doing no one-sided relationships, whether it be work, or like a partnership, a friendship, family, whatever. If I give you my all, you give me your all. There is no half. What is the solution? Emotions and empathy. Okay. So I'm trying to pop out. Woo! All right, so emotions and empathy is your solution. Communication, ethics, and introspection is your outcome, all right? So let's get into it. Y'all, I'm so happy. So with independence, because the funny thing is, the reason why is because anytime independence pops up, right? Yeah, me with 9 and red cards, right? Independence is self-reliance. It's being able to have confidence that you know what you're doing and that you can do it. Being able to do things on your own is independent. Remember that every independent person needs a team, because teamwork is going to be your major theme for 2025. It ties into a lot of the things that you guys are dealing with. Some of y'all prefer to try to do things on your own, figure out that it's too much, and you don't know how to ask for assistance because you don't have confidence, in other people that they can do the job right. Okay? And this causes people to be kind of a little wary because they're like, why should we be giving all of this to what? Because Aries doesn't really trust us, so why should I be giving you my all, bro? Like, why should I give you this if you're not even going to give it to me? So make sure with independence, like, go for it. Because again, you have to work on being hardworking and reliable for yourself. But don't forget that there's other people who can do it for you, okay? They can help you out on tough situations. Be able to be empathetic. That means understanding and compassionate to other people's feelings and your own. If you're not going to go over there and acknowledge your feelings, then you're going to be messing up and feeling some type of way. You know what I mean? Is going to go over there and bite you because you're not, like, here's the thing. If I don't pay attention to how I feel, I can't understand how other people feel the same way. When I understand myself and I'm compassionate and kind to me, I'm able to be compassionate and kind to others. It's a give and take kind of thing. Because some people, they run on feelings. Some people run on their mind. Some people run on both. And you have to you have to have that emotional intelligence, okay, which we're going to get into in part 2. Your outcome with communication, ethics, and introspection. Now, remember when I said for spiritual growth, right? Introspection and spiritual growth is the same thing in a sense, because introspection is understanding you, not this physical feature that you see, right? Not this. When we take off our skin, we take off our flesh, we have our essence and our aura and our soul. That is the root of it. That's the seed that grows into whatever else that we do, okay? Understanding yourself and getting a better understanding of what you want for yourself, where are certain habits or weaknesses that you have and where they're coming from, okay? How to handle that healthy and deal with that in an appropriate and good way. Good. Now, ethics is just a word for character, our morals, all right? Like I always tell you guys, I am pretty chill. This channel is a safe space for all people, no matter what your ethic is, no matter what your religion is, no matter who you're marrying, you know, whoever you like, whoever you identify yourself as, political viewpoints, and things of that nature. It's a safe space. We don't judge here, okay? Because I wasn't taught to go over there and judge others. I was taught to be accepting and kind and loving and understanding. That's just how my mom and my grandfather raised me, okay? As long as you're not hurting children and people and animals, have at it. Do you, boo. All right? Now, that being said, I'm happy that that's what you're going to be working on. Being more independent, being compassionate to how you feel and compassionate to others, and just kind of running on your character code, you know what I mean? Like how you view the world, how you see it, being able to communicate a lot better, not shutting off or just pushing people away and doing your own thing and then kind of feeling bad about it. Like, oh man, they're just trying to help me out, but me, right? Yeah, I'm happy for you guys to be working on that. That's going to help you a lot. All right, I'm gonna cut up this, and then we're gonna be posting number 2 because this is gonna probably be another hour, and I have no idea if I have enough to have like another hour of a video. So for that, we're gonna just do part 2 in the next one. Stay tuned for more, guys. Subscribe, hit the subscribe button. You know you want to, because if you don't, you won't be able to catch all my videos, okay? You don't know. Maybe this is something that you need to hear, or maybe a friend needs to hear this, right? We have more videos and things to come. We are going to be reaching, hopefully, a lot of subscribers so we can have our first ever live and get that started, right? And just like the videos and follow for more. All right. Peace out, guys. Have an awesome day. Stay tuned for more.